think global mobility is something where you look at what an individual's needs are, if they are moving to another country, if they are requiring immigration support, if they are going on assignment. And so the global mobility specialist is really the individual that is that central point to help all of those pieces come together. So making sure that we always say in our company that when somebody is moving to another location, we generally are moving internal employees and not necessarily brand new employees. So they're employees that have already been there and they're expected to hit the ground running when they go into the new role. So the global mobility specialist is really there to help support that entire process so that that individual can be successful in their new position and they're able to hit the ground running and make sure that, you know, as much as possible, moving and visas and all of these things are super stressful. So having that kind of central person that can help coordinate and make sure everything's on the right track is really important to the success of that individual and then ultimately the company's, you know, success in hiring people in different locations and people who require visas.
For the employee, an international assignment is a big motivating factor. As he or she, whosoever is being offered that particular international assignment, will get an opportunity to work in an international environment. And secondly, it is a great opportunity for the individual for personal development.
For employee, it's more like a question mark. I think global mobility is more like a question mark mostly for the employee, especially for the ones that they don't have any kind of international experience in the company. So it's always a good chance to sit down and have a good conversation with the employee, just to explain the function, why we are there and how we are going to support them. So for the experienced employees, and when I say experienced, for international experienced employees, they know that the global mobility is there for them just to support them and be there whenever they need them. But for the unexperienced employees who are new to the business in terms of international experience, I think it's a question mark that we need to fill in. We need to explain about the function in the business.
Mobility is a corporate function that enables employees to move from one location in consideration of immigration regulations, tax laws, employment laws, and personal situations. In practice, though, I feel it means simultaneously being consultants, project managers, program managers, facilitators, administrators, legal experts, continuous improvement specialists. We are all of the above because behind the scenes, that's what it takes sometimes to successfully manage the complexity of a cross-border relocation.
So for the business, global mobility may be important in getting skills and talent into the geographies where they need this talent. So we'll often be approached by a business leader in terms of understanding what the appropriate package is to offer somebody they're interested in moving or relocating, as well as understanding things behind that. So the policy, the benefits, and perhaps the costs.
To an employee, taking a global assignment allows them to gain a unique experience, learning about a new culture, living in a new culture, potentially learning new languages or a new language. It provides an experience for their family that they might not have otherwise been able to have. It allows them to add value to their personal and professional development, as well as add value to the company and facilitate exchange of knowledge and ideas across borders, which will only help the business reach their business goals. And having a global assignment, having global assignees really is the backbone of having a successful global company.
From my perspective, global mobility is not recognized yet in the business. It's something like more operational from the side from the view of the company, it's some area or person that takes care of travel services and travel visas or something like that. So, but I think it's changing. I think it's changing.
Global mobility to the business is vital. For a business that thrives on hiring and maintaining talent around the world, global mobility is a very, very vital function to the organization. Global mobility ensures and helps talent place talent where they need to be, so that they can do the job that they need to do to ensure a company's success. So to the business, it's an extremely vital function.
Can help expats or transferees further their career interests, and it in itself for the team, there's a lot of fun to work in, because you're working with people, you're working with families. You're not tied into one corner or another. You can have a background in finance and tax and have tax compliance and still work with people. And I think that makes it unique.
I think global mobility from an employee perspective, I think, the global mobility team or your global mobility consultant to the employee that's relocating or taking an international assignment is really someone who is there to guide them through the process, to answer any questions that they may have, and to ensure that they truly do feel comfortable, and that they feel that they're being taken care of as part of the international assignment. The global mobility consultant's role is really to ensure that that move goes as seamless as possible and that all of the pieces fall into place for the employee and their family so that they can get up to speed quicker in the new location to really help the business and to start that assignment.